Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Many Voices coming at you with a Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough, and we're going to be playing as one of my actual 5e characters that I have played in a couple of different campaigns, Beleg the Bard. He was actually a Warlock Bard multi-class when I played him, but I think we're just going to go straight Bard in this game. The multi-classing doesn't work out quite as well because of some changes and some omissions from Warlock subclasses and things like that. So, skills here, Deception and Persuasion, really important obviously for sort of a talky character. And I think we've got to have Performance as a Bard. I mean, it's kind of obligatory, right? Stat spread, good Wisdom, good Constitution is what we want. Dexterity, Charisma. I can't remember if this is exactly how I had it set up originally. I'll be frank. I lost about an hour of recorded video, but I kept playing through on that playthrough, so I just have to replay through the opening here quickly again. So we'll go through that. Got my spells here: Sleep, Tasha's Hideous Laughter, Peeling Word, Heroism. This is really great. Getting temporary hit points every single turn is a great way to keep your tank alive. Vicious Mockery, Minor Illusion, Bard, obviously. Wood, Half-Elf for the extra movement speed. Beleg was a Half-Elf, mainly because Half-Elves were super overpowered in 5e, back before they sort of made some changes to them in this game. They got 4 total stat points instead of 3. I'm not sure if that's possible, but I don't see any option here to use that. So 2 16s to start out. Just got that nice high dexterity for the attack bonus and damage bonus with ranged weapons. And you'll see that is pretty effective. So step Beleg, proceed, and we're just going to use the generic elf waifu there and venture forth. And we get to watch this lovely cinematic with a very ugly tentacled man. That is a mind flayer. You'll learn all about them. Something seems to have gone wrong. But there's something fishy about these mind flayers. They're not going about things in the standard way. They're a little bit odd. But again, we'll find out all about that while we're watching the little video here. I thought I'd go over a bit about Beleg. He was a half-elf, a bard, a trickster. One of his main abilities was actually Mask of Many Faces that he got from Warlock. That's one of the main reasons I took Warlock. In this game, you just get a device that allows you to cast Disguise Self pretty much at will. So, yeah, not really a whole lot of reason to use it, to be entirely honest. We can see the Nautiloid sucking up some people here and there. Fodder for their experiments, it would seem. Here come the Gith. They're dragons chasing down the Nautiloid. They're old illithid enemies. But yeah, back to Beleg. He was a very tricky sort of character. Often would sort of talk his way out of things. Wasn't really much for combat, but when he had to, he could throw an Eldritch Blast with the best of them. So he's very much sort of an opportunist. But I played him as chaotic good, so he was really a force for good in the universe. But sometimes he would pull some shenanigans. And he certainly wasn't above robbing someone who could afford to be robbed. Steal from the rich and give to the Beleg was his what was he saying? I really do love these cinematics. It's so excellent. Although the music does leave a little something to be desired. It's just sort of ambient, you know. That was the breeding pool, I think, that was destroyed at the end there. Or ignited, at least. It was nearly destroyed. Wow, Lizelle, thanks for the help. You know, could use a hand here. Kind of trapped in a pod. Oh, good for you. Look at that. Didn't notice that before. But yeah, I mean, Beleg, I played in a few different campaigns. He was always a lot of fun. I'm mostly a DM most of the time, so when I do get to play as a player, it's rather fun. I'll probably post some videos, some stories about Beleg at some point, but let's see what's going on here. Oh, yes, we're just in the pod still. We have been released, however.
The blood in your head thrums and pounds. That pounding blood obscures who you are. An overwhelming loss of memory. How you ended up amidst these hellish flames is just as hidden. You have nothing in your skull, besides your name and a headache.
We are playing with Dark Urge.
But you are in danger.
I'm not sure exactly what's entailed, but thus far in the things that I've seen, it seems pretty ominous.
Time to get out of here.
Alrighty, we gotta kill the nursery.
This is the pool that thing came from.
We do not want
the parasite
anything
behind
coming out of this thing alive. More of these parasites is just bad news for all the realms of Faerun and beyond.
The casing is fragile. The slightest touch could cause it to
reach towards the pool. And it goes boom. Alright. Now,
can't slow down.
Let's just go around here. When I played through this the first time, I did go through and sort of click on just about everything. There is loot in here, if you want to go and grab it yourself.
Let's have a
chest. For the most part, it seems that the Mind Flayers have stuff on them, like they have, gems and gold and stuff like that. This first part of the game is very simple, though, so I'm just going to blaze through it very quickly here. Going through all the sphincters, they could have chosen to call it something other than a sphincter, but, apparently that was necessary
of
for them.
Goblins, their habits and histories flash into your mind.
There is an optional sort of companion that you can pick up in here.
1,000 years of humanoid history. Elves, dwarves, humans,
all these
and
sorts
more.
of things, right? So we go up here, we click on the neural apparatus, and it brings us up here. Now, if you want to pick up all of these, random things everywhere, brain jars and stuff, I don't think you can. There is something very specific that you can pick up that is useful for fighting the boss of this area. But I'll get into that when we find one. So this little gentleman here is going to be asking us to release him, and I would recommend that you do.
Yes,
just to get you through this area a little bit quicker.
From this place you'll free us.
I really like the way that they did the voice. It's very
brain
creepy.
Quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return. They return.
They return. I think you'll pass the void of
Remove us
saving.
from this body. From this case. Free us. Please.
Dexterity. We're pretty good at that. Oh! I failed. I've always succeeded at this, so I'm seeing something entirely new. he doesn't bother to grab the brain, he just sort of like messes with it a little bit.
Budge.
A newborn.
You realize you're talking to an intellect devourer, a minion of the
Sure, let's destroy the brain this time. In my other playthrough, Beleg got a little brain companion friend to help him along, but I'm sure we'll be fine without him. Interesting. Alright, let's hop down here. That companion is actually stronger than either of the other companions that you can get in here by a fair margin. Has a lot more health. But we'll be okay. And we get our first permanent companion. Let's go.
Abomination. This is your end.
A lot of people.
drops and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's.
My head. What it Skvar? You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this
I kind of
day.
wish that they put a little
Together,
thing in
we
brackets,
might survive.
like a translation of the things that she says. I'm assuming that's like "thank goodness" or something like that.
We carry within days.
Blah,
We
blah.
will be
She just
dead.
goes on about
Mind flayers.
us being turned into mind flayers by the tadpoles. We are turning
We can
into
do
mind
nothing
flayers.
until we
Must be
escape.
something we can do.
That must be our priority. First,
Alright, beautiful.
we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. We will address the matter of a cure for this infection once we reach the material.
Gith Yankee are an interesting piece of D&D lore. A lot of people may have heard the term Gish. Gish referring to a melee spellcaster, like a sword and spell kind of character. This term actually refers to the Gith. They were originally, all of them were like wizard fighters back in AD&D days. So they were the original Gish, and I'm not sure how the disambiguation came about, but it did at some point. Now we're just going to give Bardic Inspiration over to Lizelle. It's one of our excellent things that we can do as a bard early on.
Time to strike.
And then Lizelle can run over here and whack this guy with his sword. Perfect. Go over here. Now, we'll end turn. Fire bolt. Okay, that's not great. We'll go over here. Oh, no, I suppose that's fine. We'll fire off with a bolt. Boom. Take him out. Alright. Beautiful.
You proved surprisingly adequate in battle. Now, to the helm.
Surprisingly,
Anything of use?
Lizelle, you... Alright, now, let's just pop a light crossbow in here. It's just straight up better than a hand crossbow.
Assume nothing.
Oh, and,
Let's move.
one thing I've noticed is that the clicking between the portraits can be a little bit annoying. Like, it doesn't seem to click very well. But Light crossbows in this game seem to not have the reloading
No time to rest.
property, which is kind of what balanced them before. There's simple weapons, I believe, which makes them easier to have access to.
No traps,
For
please.
a caster or a rogue or something like that. One of the reasons, if we go in here and click that, it'll heal us. That's one of the reasons why this place is pretty trivial. Scimitar. Sure. We'll take a scimitar.
Ship won't be able to take another dragon attack.
Ooh.
We need to get out before
rapier.
it's too late.
Upgrade. Oh, rapiers are great. I love rapiers. They are the best one-handed finesse weapon that there is. They just deal more damage than all of the other weapons for some reason. I'm not sure why. But they do deal piercing, which is somewhat limiting sometimes. So, we can't help. We see a mind flare pod over here.
Touch nothing without knowing its purpose.
Those guys here. I'm going to show you what I think is probably the correct order of events here. I think what we want to do is go through this sphincter over here first. We want to grab this key.
You are beautiful.
Oh, thank you, little intellect
How
devourer.
many hosts of these gay infected?
A dazed woman is trapped inside the pod.
This poor young lady.
She doesn't notice you.
No. And we're just gonna continue looting everything.
A rune. But for what?
Slave mind, interesting. Oh, what is that?
A brain in a jar.
A brain in a jar. Interesting. Place
As
your
you
hand on the
place
console.
your hand on the
Cane jar. Changed at the pull of a lever.
Oh,
How? If we are not purified.
whoops. Sorry.
they seal our fate.
It seems that I skipped the cinematic.
Preserve me.
She was turned into a
Cannot be
mind
our
flare.
fate.
The newborn mind flayer stares at you, weak and dazed.
I wish that I could destroy that pod and kill what's inside of it, but not really necessary. You'll see why shortly. The key that we got in there opens that. We have right mind here.
Another brain.
We have an illithid manuscript. Okay.
Faint images appear in your mind. A
Oh,
brain,
finished
a
necklace.
Githyanki warrior, and centuries of darkness.
Let me see. Can we go in here? I think we're
Seems
actually
simple
fine.
enough.
I think that this is... Yes, this goes to the bridge, so we have to go here. Or I think it's the helm. Now this... you can pick up. And it's something that you can use to actually kill the last boss. I'm not going to do it because
We have no time for stragglers.
I'm RPing in this playthrough, right? So you'll see what it looks like in the bridge and why we don't do that. Found some sort of key. It might free you. All right, Shadow. Don't worry. We'll get you out.
The console appears dormant.
We found a rune.
The console hums
Boom.
to life. But what is its purpose? Will it free the captive or transform her like that other unfortunate?
Who knows? Beleg's extravagant mustache certainly doesn't know. We can use Arcana. I wish that I had it trained, but you can only afford so many skills.
The pulsing glow and organic lines of the device make it seem more like a beating heart than a machine.
if I was
This
going
device is
to
different from the one that caused the other captive
swap
to
out
transform.
one of the
Perhaps
skills
it
that I
will
took,
open the nearby
it'd be
pod.
performance, and I would probably take perception in its place. Perception is a really important skill. Place my hand on the console. Boop.
Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. The parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
Wisdom. We literally can't fail, even if we roll a 1. Beep.
You feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
Welcome to the party, Shadow.
At last.
Nope, it's not part of the party yet. Oh, I see. We got to talk through. Makes sense.
I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a gith with you.
Racist?
You keep dangerous company.
To be fair, she's perfectly justified in mistrusting the Gith. They are real nasty pieces of work. I wonder if this game will actually teach us a lot about Gith lore. They have this like omnipotent queen. They're actually almost like the inverse of mind flayers. They have almost like a psychic hive mind as well. Got a problem with the
All the
Yankee.
Gith have a problem with everyone else. But there's more important matters right
That's
now.
true. The Gith do have a problem with everyone else.
Let me
They
come with
are
you.
kind of
We
assholes.
can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
Yep, alright.
Shadow
What's
Hub.
going? I'm Beleg.
One moment.
She needs her weird, mysterious little orb thing. Dodecahedron
Trust
thingy.
Enough of this chatter. We need to get to the helm. Now.
Now,
She's right.
if
Lead on.
if I was actually going to continue this playthrough, what I would do is I would click this to kill these two guys, because that's what it does. It releases them. But I'm actually, I've only ever clicked the center one. Ah, oh, well, that's interesting. Apparently the one on the right kills them. I think the one in the middle wakes them up. I haven't ever pressed the left one, so on your playthrough, give it a shot. See what happens. Leave a comment. Tell me what happens when that button is pressed. I would be very curious to know. I've only ever pressed the center one. That's pretty cool, though. Some cool aquariums. We don't need
We're
any
nearing the
healing.
helm. Once inside, do as I say.
Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment.
King Yank.
I do like that they gave Lazelle's character sort of an interesting accent. She has this weird way of putting breath at the end of her words. We are nearing the helm. You know? Ooh. Oh. Yeah, see that's why I hate mind players. They're so gross.
Brawl. Connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
Do it. We will deal with the Geich after we escape.
The gay. I feel like there should be more phlegm on the end of that word.
We need to get out of here.
Now, you can see this thing, right? And the one that we picked up earlier. There's a couple more over here. If you want to kill this guy, literally just wait for them to fight each other. Wait until the Mind Flayer is almost dead. Preferably when this guy's at around, 50 HP or so. And then just ignite those things, they'll explode and kill him. And you can pick up his magic sword. I'm not going to do it. Just because I didn't do it on my playthrough. Because again, we are RPing here. I am running as fast as I can to teleport us out of here. That is my #1 goal. Oh, Shadow's after initiative. That's unfortunate.
Time to strike.
We can't hold turns in this version, I don't think.
Make
But
way.
I can show you something cool. She has this rush attack. You can use it close and distance and get an attack and stuff. Which is pretty nice.
Ready.
It does count as her action. And then we can... Where's dash? If we go to common, it'll bring up just the skills. Oh, here, there we go. Dash. And we click again. And we run. There's, you know, some bodies on the ground. If you hold down left alt, it'll show you all of the stuff that you can loot. And the things that are green generally have, like, you know that there's going to be something in there that's worthwhile. Oh, he stunned him. Very nice. That'd be great if we were, like, trying to kill him. Dash. And with our Wood Elf bonus movement speed, we are very, very quick. Very quick boy.
Hurry, before they strike.
Yeah, I would assume Lae'zel, they probably know that Lae'zel's on there, but they just don't care.
Taking position.
With Gith, their #1 priority always is kill the Mind Flayers. There is a cooldown on this, but you have to take a short rest. Piercing shot, sure, why not? Boop. Give him some bleed. Alright, one turn there. You are going to move up here. What's this thing? 2 HP. Alright, let's cast a spell. Sacred Flame. Boom! Big 2 damage, baby. Look at that. Just enough to finish him off. Now, if I run up here, I'm gonna get gangbanged, and I don't think I can actually survive that. So we're gonna run over
Need
here.
to find a way forward.
Yes, we do, Beleg. We do need to find a way forward. Boop. Let's kill that guy quickly. And we'll give an inspiration to... Who is that? Shadow. Sure, we'll give it to Shadow. Do-do-do-do-do. End. Yeah, see, the Hellboar still came for me. The Hellboar.
My path be true.
And we're going to take a late crossbow shot. Boom. Blink. Oh, we used the Bardic Inspiration, but it
Got to keep
killed
fighting.
him, so that's good.
On the move.
Same thing here. Now... Where's it going? Nah, not quite. That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. It's okay though. Beleg will go first next round, and yeah. These two just keep fighting each other, by the way, so you can effectively ignore them unless you're trying to kill them for loot. So we got to swap to our rapier. Happily, swapping weapons doesn't cost anything. Oh no. Okay. Now we. Certain weapons give you special like bonus action abilities. The rapier lets you do the flourish, which allows us to. Oh, it did 0 damage. Maybe he's resistant to regular
Must be
physical
on my
damage.
way.
Anyways, we can
Keep
still.
going! Get to the transponder!
Waits. No
Right
time to waste.
here. Again, just firing right over there. Okay, done.
Talk to
Yeah.
me.
Oh, he's like unconscious or something. Attack. Finish him off. There we go. Don't want him waking up. You know, I don't know if they can actually, but in fact, I'm fairly certain that they can't. I killed something on the beach where you end up after this. Oh. And I left it there for probably like 5 minutes with that debuff on it, and it was just still lying there. This scene, for some reason, just makes me think of Spaceballs. We've been jammed! We've gone straight to ludicrous speed! No! They're just, like, tumbling through this, like, wormhole. I think it's the astral plane? It's probably the astral plane, which is sort of like the... The astral plane is almost like the plane between planes, if that makes sense. If you travel to the astral plane, you can usually find sort of like an entrance to somewhere else, to another plane. But it's like it's random, like, and the astral plane is also like infinite, technically. I think it's very big at the very least, and you move at the speed of thought there. It's a very strange place. In older editions, your movement speed was quite literally dictated by your like intelligence score. I think it was intelligence score. It might have been wisdom, but I think it was intelligence. I think later on they added wisdom as well and charisma, but I'm not entirely sure on that. So, we get our first lovely loading screen. One thing about this game is very interesting. Apparently you need an SSD to play it. Like, they don't recommend you play it without one. I would assume it's because of loading times. They would probably take absolute, like, centuries if you had to... Let's see. Some visual bugs here, you know, stuff not loading in properly. The game is new, right? I mean, it's pretty brand new. I'm not surprised that we're getting some, you know, maybe a little bit of hiccups here and there on loading stuff and stuff aren't loading in quite so snappily as they might have. It could also be my PC. I mean, this thing is not exactly cutting edge. Homie's just staring me down as I get, like, domed in the head with a piece of masonry or something. But, very interestingly, someone saves us. Again, it loaded our body before loading the cinematic. Just a little bit of a hiccup there, right? So, you know, there's going to be some bugs. I've already had one crash.
Expected your memories to return once you are free of the Mind Flayer ship. But your past is still an aching void. If you don't find a way to remove the tadpole burrowed in your brain soon, your future will be as blank as your past. Your head whispers vengeance. You cannot wait to slice your way forth, seeking whatever wrought this tragedy upon you.
Now there are some lovely things to find down here.
Fresh water.
You will
There must
find
be a settlement somewhere
your
nearby.
companions, right? Shadowheart is here. So the first part of the game is really just you running around finding your companions, and then you have to go on a series of adventures with them. You know, hey, classic D&D adventuring party. I mean, we just didn't start in a tavern. That was pretty much the only thing that we didn't do. You can go and try and grab the artifacts.
You're alive.
Spoiler alert, you
I'm
can't get
alive.
it. I don't think.
How
I
is
think
this
she always
possible?
wakes up, I'm pretty sure. Bard. Perhaps it was some dramatically timed
The
divine
Divine
intervention.
tend to keep their interventions close to the chest. Though, I suppose it's not impossible.
She would know better than me. She is a cleric. How do I get
You
friends?
might want to reconsider calling her a friend. Looks like she ran off without us.
You have
No.
any idea where we are?
I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from. First things first, we need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads. We
You
need
want to
each other,
say
and we both
together?
know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
Well, let's
One
get
thing.
moving then.
Just before we go, I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod. But you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
Early advantage on romancing Shadow. I don't know who I'm going to romance. Beleg was definitely very metro and home. Well, not home, but bisexual, bi-curious. He never got into any sort of gay shenanigans, but that just was because, you know, there wasn't really much of an opportunity. He definitely flirted with everyone, if it was somewhere appropriate, and if it might get him an advantage. The myrgrass that you're seeing over there is apparently used for alchemy. I'm going to have to do a loop around and see any items that I missed on my first sort of go through. Now, the last thing that I wanted to leave you guys with, as a bard, I mean, a bard sings shanties, right? A bard sings songs. And we happen to find one on the beach here. And we all roll with spray upon our necks, and we all roll with the spray upon our backs, and we all roll with the sea beneath our feet, and the bitch queen stays the storm. Wave, mother, lash us to the prow. Wave, mother, ask to steal your skirt. Oh, interesting. I've got it wrong. Let me try that again. Wave, mother, lash us to the prow. Wave, mother, we ask to steal your skirt if you allow. Wave, mother, sink us if you will. Wave, mother, our skulls are yours with brine and sand to fill. I don't think I've quite got the pattern there, but... Souls away and anchors still, the wind won't move without the bitch queen's will. We'll gladly wait years and days till the bitch queen brings the waves. Hey-ho, she told us so. Hey-ho, she told us so. Right. So, last time I played through here, I had a little bit more XP. I think it's because I killed those guys on the boat, so I did some level ups. Nothing too big, really. I think we just got like another new spell on each of them. As well as Jack of all trades for the bard classes, pretty nice. Shadow automatically gets her trickery cleric stuff. So yeah, I guess I will see you guys next time. Thank you very much for tuning in to my first ever video since I'm retrying this YouTube thing. I hope you all have a lovely day, and yeah, any thoughts, any comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. Have a lovely day, everyone.